Yes, it is me, the Blood Shinobi, with What If Naruto Was a Part of an Arranged Marriage, Part 5. This is the one we're on now. So, just a few things. If you watch this series and also What If Naruto Was a Prodigy like Itachi, and you'd seen the most recent part, you'd see here's the Mangekyo Sharingan. So, in this or that part, tell me some abilities for Naruto so I can decide also what his Susanoo should look like. And as you know, his ship will be Kyoichi, the granddaughter of Inoki, and also Konon, yeah. Also, that will happening now. I'm planning to change my intro. Give me some song or tune ideas for it. The normal stuff. Now I'll leave you with the intro, so you don't have to listen to me rambling for 24 hours.
Turn into ashes, when do we burn away? Used to be oh so close, now I see you. Just turn around and leave me. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me.
So, also for a little recap, last part, Naruto met May, and also he just recently met Tamari, and now they had dinner. Now, let's get on with it. Later that night, Naruto's next to Tamari, who was on his left, and on her left was Tsunade. Kakashi was on Naruto's right. Across from Naruto was one of Tamari's brothers, the one with red hair. Next to him on his left was the brother with makeup. Next to the brother with the makeup was Baki on his left. Next to the redhead brother was Kushina. On both of their heads there was Raza near Baki and Kakashi. With Jiraiya on the head, he was near Kushina, and Tsunade, he was with them. So Tamari, what are your brothers' names? Whispered Naruto. The one with red hair is my youngest, the evil one. He is Gaara. The other one is Kankuro. More of a girl than even me, whispered Tamari. So I have something to say, spoke up Raza. All of the food was put on the table. There was vegetable and pork soup, rice balls, noodles, dango. Naruto put 2 dango on his plate, 3 rice balls, and a bowl of soup and a bowl of noodles. So I have to thank Jiraiya for fixing Gaara's seal. He now can sleep, and you cannot hear the beast in his head until he trained to utilize his power, said Raza. He did something good for once. Now brother won't be scary, thought Tamari, thinking about her dad doing something good. I can have a brother, thought Konkuro. I should challenge him to a fight tomorrow, thought Naruto. Gaara pointed towards Naruto. Tomorrow we fight. I want to see who is better Jinchuriki, stated Gaara. How do you know I'm a Jinchuriki? Asked Naruto. Gaara pointed to Jiraiya. He said your seal of the Kyuubi was way better than my seal of Shikaku, said Gaara. The room went quiet, and no one talked for the rest of the night. The next morning, Naruto stood away from Gaara on a training ground. Only taijutsu, said Naruto. Fine, deal. Let's go, said Gaara. Gaara had a smirk on his face. Naruto ran at him, but as he hit Gaara, sand appeared in front of him, blocking him. Boy, this is part of Shikaku's power. It is an automatic thing, not his doing, said Kuruma. Naruto dashed away from Gaara. He pulled off his weights and charged at Gaara for a whole 5 hours. Naruto tried to kick Gaara. The sand smashed him, sending him far away. They both ended up being knocked out, from Gaara being hit in the face and Naruto being sent flying. Gaara smashed... Over the next week, Naruto spent half the day training with Gaara. They have fought 5 times, and Naruto's won 4 out of 5. No, they've fought 10 times, and Naruto's won 4 out of 10, and Gaara has won. Then, when on breaks, he's with Tamari, and after training, he spends with Tamari. Kushina tried and started learning being a puppet master with Chio and Konkuro, Baki and Kakashi did whatever they did, and Tsunade and Jiraiya or some things were better left unsaid. Naruto stood on the gate in front of his two new friends, Gaara and Kankuro, and near one of his wife candidates, Tamari. Behind them is Baki and Raza. Hurry up, time to train, said Baki. Kids, hurry up, they have places to be, said Raza. Kankuro shook hands with Naruto. We need to have a battle one of these days, said Kankuro. You better come visit so we can fight, said Naruto. Kankuro turned to Kushina. You better get better as a puppet master. Definitely with the puppets me and Chio made for you. So when we see each other next time, we will have a fight and Kankuro. We will, and your ass will be destroyed into muck and shit, said Kushina. Bye, Kushina, said Tamari. No, I just lost my script. Yes. No, wrong script. Sorry, guys. Bye, Kushina, said Tamari. Bye, Tamari, said Kushina. Have fun, Kushina, said Gaara. I will do that, said Kushina. Kushina walked over to the group. I will be a better Jinchuriki than you, stronger than you over a couple of years. You may just be weaker than me now, but next time we see each other, I will be 10 times your strength, said Gaara. No, I will be. Let's make a bet, said Naruto. I am listening, said Gaara. Well, whoever wins gets 1,000 Rio and also gets to embarrass the other 10 times, said Naruto. Deal. I know I'm going to win, said Gaara. They both spat on their hands and shook hands. Gaara left and stepped back. Tamari stepped forward. She hugged Naruto. Here is my ring and my ribbon, like the others, whispered Tamari. Naruto tied a creamy brown ribbon on his sword alongside the other ribbons, and a ring that he had was a Sansanabi type thing. Naruto, please write to me, said Tamari. I will. I now have to go, said Naruto. Tamari did something no other girl did. She pressed her lips against Naruto just for a second, though. He stepped back. She blushed. He blushed as well, and she turned around and headed back. Naruto finally caught up to Jiraiya in the group. Later that night, Jiraiya was the only one awake, along with Naruto. Sensei, I know this is bad, but is there a way to have more than one wife? Asked Naruto. Yes, there is a law, but you know, that means you have to be from a clan, being the last heir, said Jiraiya. I am from the Uzumaki and Namikaze clan, remember? Said Naruto. Yes, but no one knows about the Namikaze. So I think we can maybe have some things, said Jiraiya. This is awesome, said Naruto. So who are you thinking about? Asked Jiraiya. All of the girls I met, they are sweet and nice, plus unique, and maybe add Miko and your daughter, stated Naruto. Yes, she finally rubbed off on Naruto. Just a little bit. So what do you want to do? Don't forget there is still the Inazaka to meet, said Jiraiya. I know. So can I tell you what to write to Hiruzen so he can send the letter? Asked Naruto. You can, said Jiraiya. Okay. Well, when are you ready? Said Naruto. Jiraiya put out his quill and pulled out a writing scroll. Dear Hiruzen, after reading this, can you tell the council, only once you have read through this, Naruto has decided he cannot choose who to marry. So he wants to know if he can have the CRA done for him, the Clan Restoration Act. I told him about it. Also, told him about it. So he wants the council to allow the CRA because he has a Uzumaki and he is the last heir. Also, Hiruzen have Tsusame stay back and tell her to prepare Hana because Naruto wants to meet her. Just in case. But he does want the CRA because of all the girls he had met were amazing, wonderful and unique. And he can't leave them. He can't decide, said Naruto. Jiraiya wrote that down and also wrote that he would be in the village in about 2 days. Jiraiya bit his thumb and reaped hand signs and smashed his palm against the floor. A small red toad with goggles was next to Jiraiya. Yes, Jiraiya, asked the messenger toad. Take this to Hiruzen, said Jiraiya. Jiraiya handed the toad the scroll and it disappeared. Time for bed now, said Jiraiya. Naruto collapsed asleep. Hiruzen walked in his office to see a toad messenger and walked up to it. Message from Jiraiya, said the toad. Hiruzen read the note. Thank you. You are dismissed, said Hiruzen. The toad puffed away in smoke. Tenzo, have the council summoned, said Hiruzen. After 3 hours, Hiruzen sat in the council room. What is the matter for this meeting? I was busy doing something. Napping, said Himaru. Well, I think we should do a CRA, said Hiruzen. Who for? No clan is at their final, said Danzo. Naruto Uzumaki is the Uzumaki clan, and it needs to be rebuilt. He's the Uzumaki clan heir, and the Uzumakis need to be rebuilt, said Hiruzen. Okay, and why? He is a nobody. We could just say someone is a Uzumaki and then have them re-establish the clan, said Koharu. Well, but what if he becomes a Kenjutsu master and a Funjutsu master, just like real Uzumakis were before, said Hiruzen. Has he taken up Funjutsu and Kenjutsu? Asked Shibi. Shino's dad. Yes, actually, he is a level 2 seal master, and also he uses dual-wielding katana. Well, it's training too, said Hiruzen. Everyone looked in shock. Who has been training him, asked Inochi. Well, Jiraiya of the Sannin, and for Kenjutsu he has Scroll, said Hiruzen. Let's put it to a vote, said Danzo. All heads nodded. Who votes we don't use the CRA on Naruto, said Hiruzen. Koharu, Hamaru, and Danzo put their hands up. Okay, so everyone else votes he is allowed the CRA, said Hiruzen. We have to put it on him, said Hiruzen. Everybody nodded their heads. So anything else, asked Hiruzen? Asked Hiruzen. No one answered. Okay, you are all dismissed. Tsusame, stay back for a minute, said Hiruzen. Everyone left the room, and Tsusame stood next to Hiruzen. Yes, Okage, what do you need of me? Asked Tsusume. Bring Hana when I call you next for her to meet Naruto, okay? So have her prepared and make sure you're ready as well, said Hiruzen. Will do. Bye, Hiruzen, said Tsusame. Naruto finally woke up and sat up, waiting for everyone to wake up. I really wish I had my swords to train. Why I wait? Maybe I can spar with some clients, thought Naruto. Naruto walked over towards a lake that they were at, next to the lake they were at. Naruto walked over and onto the water. Multi Shadow Clone Jutsu, said Naruto. 30 clones appeared and they all charged at Naruto. They all charged at him. After an hour of fighting clones, when they were destroyed, he would create more, till all of his friends or comrades woke up. Naruto walked over to them and they headed towards the village. After 2 days, they arrived at Konoha gates. Well, a little bit after after 2 days, they arrived at Konoha gates. Well, about an hour and a half away. We are off, said Tsunade. Bye, Kushina. I will be thinking about you, said Naruto. Jiraiya walked over to Tsunade. Told you he might have liked Kushina, whispered Jiraiya. Whatever. See you soon, love, said Tsunade. Jiraiya hugged Tsunade and kissed her. Kushina walked up to Jiraiya, and he picked her up and hugged her. Bye, Dad. See you soon, said Kushina. I will miss you too. Bye, said Jiraiya. Jiraiya and Naruto continued to walk for an hour when they met up with Kotetsu and Izumo. They are back after a couple of months, cheered Izumo. Well, it was boring, but it was okay. I travelled a bit, said Naruto. Well, we signed you through. You can head in, said Kotetsu. Naruto and Jiraiya walked through the streets of Konoha, past shops, and people were still glaring at Naruto. I thought the trash was gone. I thought he was dead, whispered a voice. We better not annoy us, because we'll kill him, said another voice. But he has Jiraiya signing with him. Is he planning to kill him? Whispered another voice. Naruto and Jiraiya walked through the Hokage Tower and walked right through the room. Naruto sat down and fell asleep. Koharu and Hamaru looked pissed. So where has the brat been? Asked Koharu. Hiruzen, what was asked in the scroll? Was it accepted? Asked Jiraiya. Yes, it was, said Hiruzen. Easy, finding people for the CRA, said Jiraiya. Both Koharu and Hamaru looked in shock. What? We have very good bloodline limits in this village that he could be with, said Hamaru. Yeah, she's right, said Koharu. But he doesn't want people from this village, said Jiraiya. Both Koharu and Hamaru looked in shock again. They got up from their seats and left and walked out. Tenzo, go and bring me Hana and Tsuzume Izuka, said Hiruzen. Hiruzen took another puff from his pipe. I am off now. Bye, said Jiraiya. Have fun, said Jiraiya. Have fun, Jiraiya. Can you continue writing each books, please? Asked Hiruzen. I don't know. You gotta ask Tsunade about that. Jiraiya walked out of the room. Hiruzen took another puff of his pipe. In Naruto's mindscape, Naruto sat next to the Kuruma on the Hokage monument. That was a fun trip, said Kuruma. Yes, it was. Me and you kicked ass. I met some wonderful girls and travelled around, said Naruto. You're a pervert, whispered Kuruma. No, I'm not, said Naruto. And then explained to me why you could not decide, and also you are still getting another girl. Why is all this happening? Asked Kuruma. Because I didn't want to break any hearts, and when it was a puppy, she uses puppies and dogs, said Naruto. So pervert, I want something. I won't say anything though, said Naruto, said Kuruma. Naruto was shocked awake by 3 pups on him. Ah, am I awake? Said Naruto. Naruto finally woke up and saw 3 pups on him. Naruto patted and scratched the puppies on their necks and got a happy wolf from the dogs. Excuse me, said Hiruzen. Sorry, these puppies are just so cute, said Naruto. Well, Hana, take him now, before he's attached to your dogs and not you, said Hiruzen. Naruto got up and looked the girl up and down. She was the last one for him to meet. Naruto put his arm out. Hana, where to go? Asked Naruto. For some to Suikun, said Hana. Okay, so this is where my script ends, so I'm going without script. I either went too fast or, well, it was too much talking. Naruto and Hana went out for lunch. After lunch, Naruto and Hana walked around for a couple of hours, chatting, learning about each other. Naruto grabbed Hana's hand and ran off to a training ground. They both sat down, looking at the clouds. So, Hana, what are your dreams? Asked Naruto. Well, I don't know. Be a good medical kunoichi, and maybe be the next clan heir to the Unazaki clan, said Hana. Oh, that's nice, but don't you have a younger brother that would be better at clan heir? Said Naruto. No, he's just a young pesky brat who has nothing going for him. Unlike me, I have everything going for me. I've got you, I've got my 3 dogs, I'm going to be gaining, I'm going to be strong, said Hana. Naruto just looked in the cloud. Mad, what about the CRA? I know that it was accepted. I guess I'll tell her, thought Naruto. About you having me, Hana, there's a few things you need to know. Well, I've put myself through the CRA, the Clan Restoration Act. It's where I have multiple wives. Now, you don't have to agree to it, you can just leave right now, and this never happened. So I'm going to use it to restore my clan and be with all the wonderful girls I've met through my travels, said Naruto. Hana looked a bit shocked. This is a 5 to 6 year old and he's already talking like a pervert. She smacked him across the face. So you're a pervert. But I guess, well, I'll think about it. But say this to me. Promise me that if I do go through this, you will show the same respect to me you show to the other girls. You will show me the same kindness and same love you show to the other girls. And you can be a pervert around us. Is that what... You better not be... I'm got to be the last one. You can't have more than... How many have you got? Asked Hana. 8 or 9, said Naruto. Well, okay then. I guess no more than 9. Or I'm not in it, said Hana. Naruto looked at her. He knew this was going to happen. But he guessed it's better than not having her in there. She's cute and funny and, she's got the cute puppies though, Naruto. Hana looked at Naruto. So what do you want to do? What do you want to be when you're older? Asked Hana. Well, maybe Hokage, restore my clan, become a good shinobi, fight for Konoha, learn a bunch of cool jutsus, and be really smart and strong, and be able to protect my family, said Naruto. Hana looked with wonder in her eyes. You're a gentle soul, aren't you? Said Hana. Naruto didn't know what to say to this. He looked at her. I guess if that's what you want to think about it. Tsusume walked up. Come on, Hana, time for dinner. Bye, Naruto, said Tsusume. Hana looked at Naruto. This was fun hanging out with you. She gave him a kiss on the lips, a little peek. Naruto blushed and she blushed. She walked off with Tsusume. Why with Jiraiya is walking through the village. Where the hell is she? She's meant to be here. said Jiraiya. Jiraiya decided it was smart to go get some research. He's been writing in private. Naruto went to the village hot springs with his goggles. He put a hole through the fence and he poked his spying glass through it. He looked around and he saw big melons and then a little girl. He quickly closed the eyeglass and hit him in the head. That's not something a dad should see. I shouldn't see my daughter like that. Jiraiya decided one thing. I'm not going to be a pervert. I've got to stop this, said Jiraiya. Spying's bad for me. I just saw a young girl. That's my own daughter, said Jiraiya. Tsunade overheard this. You perving again, Jiraiya? With this, Jiraiya quickly knew he was dead. He submerged himself underwater. Tsunade jumped over the wall. With no other men in there, her tower came off and she landed on Jiraiya, kissing him. And then she figured it, he was perving, she grabbed him by the throat and punched him in the air. That's for looking out at her daughter. No sex for you tonight. No nothing. You can sleep. I don't want to see you for the next year, said Tsunade. Tsunade quickly dried herself and Kushina and they left. Jiraiya smashed himself into a tree, collapsing. Well, I won't see her for a year. Well, I guess one thing's for sure, I can get my book done, said Jiraiya. And that is where we ended off. Yes, for like the past 3 to 2 minutes, or 4 to 5 minutes, or whatever it was, with no script. And as you can see, Jiraiya and Tsunade are having a break, because Jiraiya's perving got the worst of him. He saw his daughter. He didn't see anything else, he just saw his daughter. He's glad that's all he saw. Now I'm going to start recording this so you guys can have the part. So don't forget, if you're watching this and the Itachi one, or Prodigy one, give me some ideas for Mangekyo Sharingan abilities, what your Susanoo should look like, and all that type of stuff. And its design. So I'm going to leave so I can, do all the things I've got to do.